Two will do better.
So for them to lose out here would be pretty horrendous. For EDG,
and I think it'll be a quick game.
Off their shoulders. And Team Liquid are the ones going aggressive first up short.
Trailblazer and a wall off into the one side. It's a really aggressive approach. And look at this. He's just being completely sandwiched, taken out early on.
But they're being driven into Dimasic right now. So Dimasic is in elbow. And he's utilized the Molotov perfectly here to buy time and set up this flank.
Oh my god, he's so low.
Kang in market.
Yeah, Kankan's just going to be watching for these rotations. He can hear all of them coming out already. Look at the fight that's taking place.
Life 2.
And an impeccable timing
fuck.
once more. 2 kills, just watching market.
Oh,
and
fuck.
side control is there as the spike. Quick tap just to try and bait some utility out.
He's out, he's out.
How Dong still delays are going to keep flying through to right click to the you got to be kidding me.
The brothers, the brother Assad.
And he's isolated it down just to Kankan, but the timing once more. This guy is just
the duelist popped the fuck off too.
Pound for pound, answering back.
No.
If you thought this game wasn't going to be entertaining, oh, take a look, sit yourself down, get ready for this one. I mean, Kang and Life having an awesome pistol round, but also adapting to what Liquid threw at them. Liquid set the tempo here, and I don't know that that's going to be the case all the time, because EDG are quick. But that push down short funneled EDG.
5 duelist kills first round.
Still had the presence of mind to leave a lurker to pounce
oh
on the
shit!
pounce on the
Shit, man!
Emil there.
Nah. They got the entry, and then they made it a. Even though they were down, they still made it possible.
And also, Brent, just the fact that we're here on Bind, you are going to see these all-in pushes from EDG constantly.
Fuck!
Kankan finds that opening kill. But with a double duelist comp, they don't play the map. They don't spread out and default very often. They go for these kind of hits all the time.
Yeah, big
where they're just
wholesale executes.
Bursting into B.
Absolutely. It is intriguing as well, the fact that this is Edward Gaming's pick on Bind. It's a map that they have opted into. It does make some level of sense when you consider Team Liquid's history.
It's only one round chill? Nah. That felt like 5 rounds in one, dude. That felt like 5 rounds in one.
I wouldn't have considered it one of their stronger maps.
No, I can agree with you there. And I think also the double duelist composition on Bind has just not worked.
No, it's gone out of favor a lot.
At the global
It's not just one round, bro. It's pistol round. People, get your fucking heads in the game, dude.
Or whether the double duelist comp just allows Kankan and Life to go crazy.
It was so interesting listening to the Soulcast interview that was played before this, where he's talking about, you know, we've
I predicted Liquid 2-1
before. We know how to, you know, play against them. But I don't think
question mark Iron Chat. Yes, we get it.
In terms of their chaos,
we get it. You don't have to do it every time. It doesn't have to be. It can be like every now and then.
All of their rifles, everything headed.
Yes, we get it.
So it's still going to be pretty dangerous here. Kankan with a Phantom. Team Liquid, a couple of players on light armor on the anti-bonus. Like I said, EDG are going to group up and go for 5.
It can be like every now and then. EDG starting lineup hasn't lost the map since July 9th?
Because
say what?
Yampy just hold B long for the whole round.
Wait, didn't they have a sub first game?
Yampy getting the wall down and being able to
who was missing?
Off the first hint of info.
Wasn't it nobody?
So here you see dash into shower, lands inside his slow orb.
Or Life.
Immediately calling for the rotation.
Life wasn't there. Their jet carry was missing.
Just try and take that shower's control. And yeah, the rotation.
Are you fucking me? Turtles up?
Against space.
No way.
Regained onto the site. Not quite getting too much done. In fact, Yampy's just at the back there, behind Triple, making sure he puts the shots in, but he opens himself up just a little bit too wide. Luckily, the trade is there though. Scream still online.
Oh hell nah.
And this has been a brutal round for EDG. The Showers player got walled off instantly, so that stops it even being an 8 split.
Did you see the amount of utility they used there? The pull, the seize, the stun.
Yeah, the Team Liquid game plan for Bind is going to be to rotate extremely quickly. I mean, you could even call it over-rotating.
The sub still got 50 kills, doesn't matter, bro. He was holding everyone else back.
To either slow the hit, or if Yampy's on the wrong side, to just wall an area off so that you can't get any lurkers coming through, and stopping a rotate back to that side. I think the adjustment here is a really good anti-strike coming from Emil. The question is whether the execution is good enough, and Team Liquid able to secure the anti-bonus. And now EDG are playing a little bit spread.
Chat, why did they die to the bomb? We don't know, that's why we put question marks.
Monitoring the rest of the map. But here's that wall, and it's such a pest, because Yampy continues to control showers just off the back of passive utility.
That fault line did connect prior. It's forced out the Trailblazer, but again, that map control just going over to the side of EDG, but it looks like a fight taking place once more. Team Liquid Trying to take it to them and regain control of the octagon position. A lovely deep nade. That is going to be pushing Life just back for but a moment.
And Nevera spotted at least one, perhaps two, over by Short. And so Liquid are going to keep their players in position, spread 2 and 2. And EDG have been smart about this. You know, Howdong is their IGL, and we've seen in that opening game against PaperX, he wasn't afraid to pump the brakes.
2-2.
And now, silently, setting up for a B split, controlling that area that they got at the beginning of the round with B long. And this is all going to be on Soulcast and Scream to hold it off.
The Boombot's going to be destroyed there. That's going to be, again, another boatload of utility. Nathan's at the back of the side. The Execute's coming online, but that off-angle by Scream. Just elite, and he's got the cross.
Wow.
Another satchel.
Well
Just
done.
clinical.
Great satchels,
But at the end
dude.
of the day, there is still one player left standing for Edward Gaming to try and carry this round.
1v2.
It is the 1v2. Chichu just tapping the spike, trying to force
Sage on the
Isolate to
flank.
1v1.
This is pretty favorable. Pretty favorable for Liquid with the positioning as well.
Going to be able to get the plan down here. Unfortunately, lost all information on where Team Liquid might be.
Chichu was nice with it though, so you never count him out. But in this case,
I think he just
probably do.
a glimpse of Nevera.
Glimpse of us.
Snake bite into the corner. It's all about
Now.
his first fight. The angle. Patience is the name of the game. Of 3 kills online. Giampi's going to
Thought he would be more aware of that. Nice try.
instantly with the trade. That's going to be the round secured as well.
And that's a huge one for Team Liquid to get online. Yampi splitting up into that situation could have been a bit of a problem had she should have been able to realize which direction the final player was coming from. But it's nice control at the end of the day. Scream, by the way, having a monstrously good anchor from that position.
This position here.
Picking off 2 players from essentially a one-and-done spot against a team that has good trading.
Yeah.
That's just Scream things. And the Des was talking about how well he's been playing. In the loss to Leviathan, he still had 150 ADR. So he's always going to be doing damage.
You can always rely on Scream.
But he didn't take over the game.
No.
And that is something that he can do at any point.
Very intelligent player when it comes to the mechanics. And he's been tasked with a lot of the IGLing, which, not going to lie as well, when I've been trying to grab scraps of interviews to find out exactly what's going on inside the Liquid camp, it's messy at the best of times. Sometimes is what it feels like, but...
Okay, Dimmersick's been traded out. That's pressure at B long. Soulcast grabs one on the other side of the map. It seems like EDG are going for this kind of B long aggression with a couple of players watching over by Short and Showers. Just testing, limit testing the defense of Liquid.
Smoke dissipating just at the wrong time. There's nobody's trying to punish that res. Head over the angle. Out on Will, claim the kill. Going for the repeats once more. Of course, you're going to be taking these risks. Only on the half buy, why not?
But overall, I mean, Liquid know where both of these players are.
Yeah.
And they have great ultimates for the next round, as long as they can close this out.
Spike down, B.
Closing it out. Easily done, it seems.
Yeah, not too much pressure in that round. They did force the Resurrect coming out from Yampi, which is decent respect that Team Liquid are showing. There are just so many good ults on both sides, honestly, to be used here. But remember, the way that Bind tends to play out, if the defenders are able to use big ultimates like the Showstopper to stop a push coming through, it can be difficult to reset with your double duelist composition.
Yeah, there's definitive weaknesses, I think, when you do see the double duelist being ran.
Damn.
When you're all in with the initial push and it just gets absolutely bogged down, it can be, like you said, really difficult to reset, I think.
And that's part of the reason why it's
Can't see it that well because of my
so
lighting, but
interesting that
motherfucker's looking good.
went to Bind first. Yeah. They had their options. They are on a, I believe, 7-map win streak on Ascent right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, Liquid are a great Ascent team too, but you could be the ones anti-stratting their Phoenix instead of Liquid being the ones anti-stratting the double duelist. So there certainly were different directions that the map veto could have gone. And EDG are really trying to flex their muscles of Life and Kankan early on in this game to see whether they can get value out of the star power on the team. And Kankan has been good so far.
It's been a menace, man.
I pulled up at the top 5 chambers at the event.
Yeah.
He's on that top 5.
He's on the list.
After his first performance against the grand finalists from Copenhagen.
He's one of those players that, I mean, he just plays possessed. In their last matchup as well, he had 44% of his team's first kills. 44% of his team's first kills was coming from Kankan. I mean, the guy is just
absurd.
He is nuts. He is nuts at this game. But if there was any player and talent, I think, to try and shut that kind of chaotic style down, it would be Liquid. They've got it in them.
Yampy only has a
Mad
classic.
good, dude.
That's yeah, that's interesting.
Yampy only has a classic.
Definitely money online to get the buy.
Yeah, I wonder if I'm missing something and he's
Wait,
got a gun on the
what?
floor, but it doesn't look like it.
Okay. Little mistake coming into this one, maybe. Just drop not coming online, but
See if that ends up punishing them. They're not heading into the Sage player from Team Liquid.
it's very cautious so far.
Now they are.
It's a complete rotation.
Now they are.
And this is where the trouble lies. The wall will get broken from that TP rotation. Remember, there's still about a minute on the clock here, so Edward Gaming do have a lot of time to work with.
That's a minute where Yampy is sweating bullets. In a situation like this where you realize you've made a mistake and you're just waiting for the consequences, it just gets so much worse. Now, EDG have cut noise again, going through the teleporter, and that has prompted out the Seekers from Soulcast. Perfect time in the round to use them. 50 seconds. If Chichu can break all three of them, that might be useful, but there's still two heading towards B and informing the rotates that should be coming here.
Yeah, Liquid should have complete information. There's hits coming through now to Nightfall, scattered into the corner, Prowler sent back as well. There is a lot of ultimates online for either side to try and offset this one, but it's going to be the B side, give it up for the time being. Now the orbital strike, that's just trying to deny that space in the plan once more, but there's 20 seconds remaining.
Showstopper as well, out here for Scream, who's in elbow right now.
Does he want to try and go for this one?
They're letting them get the plant down.
They're letting them get the plant down. Going for that full retake. There's Team Liquid setting this one up. Players in position, but same again for Edward Gaming. Now the Trailblazer into the back. That's going to be that Rolling Thunder pushing them all the way into the corner. Nice little shot from Dimisik. Connects onto that one. Showstopper for Showstopper. Is that 1-for-1? As Canan will fall. The players just can't quite get into the back. Still the duel is going to be one by the off angle. Nobody going absolutely insane.
Yampy now has a rifle.
Picks up two and the rifle in the hands
They know.
of Yampy.
They know.
He does collect the kill, but time running low once more to defuse the pull. That disrupts it. Time is running low, and it is a spammable angle. It needs to be covered.
Wow.
Low, they just call it.
Bro, he waited extra time to suck. He didn't do it right away.
And Scream just gets out of there in time.
That was smart.
It's a Red Bull clutch there as EDG hold on in the post plan.
Damn.
B on
Crazy.
Bind is the worst site in the game to retake. And I'm a little bit befuddled as to why Liquid played it in this way. Perhaps it was because they didn't have 5 rifles online, but they didn't play to deny the plant with the Showstopper. They weren't able to make space off the back of Scream's Showstopper either. And the rotates were far too slow, considering that there were Seekers at play. I think that is a
Every actually does that? No.
In multiple ways. But
Sometimes they do it right away, I feel.
richer than he went in.
Sure. Walked away with a rifle, I suppose.
Sometimes they do it right away.
Round for Edward Gaming, obviously with all of them dying in the end. A couple of them are on half armor rifle buys. To show you. I mean, they'd be buying full armor if they could.
You can't say that about every team in the tournament though, Bren. So look at this. There's a little bit of pressure over towards Showers, which is the area of the map that Navera's got his Viper's Pit. And already Dimisik is thinking about playing rotate. If Team Liquid think EDG are going to be readable every single round, they're going to be in for a nasty surprise. But the tendency to over-rotate, I think, is still going to be useful for them. Just got to make sure you don't do it too much. Trailblazer finds the jet on the other side. And that lets you know that Life is not a position to immediately engage. You know you've got a few seconds before that would happen.
They do have a good crossfire right now to set up. The Scream just playing on top of Triple. There's going to be a dash engage into the Cloud Burst, and Life does fall at the end of the day. The pull, though, is locking down these players, and the Aftershock is just a bit delayed, but the bullets are not. Kang just opens it up, taking down 2 of the anchoring players.
His ult's useless.
Fantastic
Now,
entry.
30 seconds left.
Life getting spammed into his smoke was a bit unfortunate, but Kankan's bullets are just so accurate. Meanwhile, Navera just stays alive, and they're going for the pivot with 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
They don't know that Yampy's here.
Yep, Yampy, he could just be a miracle worker. Down onto the floor, the spike, it drops, there needs to be a trade, and eventually it comes through. But at what cost? 10 seconds remaining. They know they can deny this one, but no! Kankan, you absolute maniac. He takes the fight, and 4 kills for him. He's hunting for the ace now.
The Molly Loki
He's
fucked
doing
him.
everything right now for EDG.
Like, well,
He's a
not
one-man
really.
army.
Made noise too.
But he is low, but the crossfire is quite good. If Navera chooses to try and take the fight by pushing into the back now, he's going to be going to the opposite side. This isn't really being watched by any of the Edward Gaming players.
Does he have time for this?
Navera's got a weak player, but a crossfire that he's going to find it difficult to break. And there it is.
I think there's enough time for
Ace
that.
in the round.
Wow.
Absolutely sublime stuff. The precision that this guy comes out
The duelists
with.
are popping the fuck
That
off.
is one of the most impactful aces that you will see spread across a round. I mean, Kankan just rips apart the A defense. Look at these shots. The first one onto Scream as he swings, and then Soulcast then trades out the rest of his team that are waterfalling from Hookah and wins the clutch at the end. Not just that, but he relieves pressure to get the plant down. I mean, he literally did everything in the round. Yeah. The only resource he had available to him was the rest of his team sending their lives away to make space.
I can't believe the confidence of that as well. A tap, a swing when, honestly, his teammate wasn't even ready, I don't think, to check it out.
No, I mean, the normal play there would be to have Kankan plant and the other player try to hold it.
Yeah.
But when you're a superstar, you've got that level of confidence, and that, I think, is an accurate label for Kankan. I know we haven't seen him very much on the global stage, but so far, in his team and in the matches he's played against good, great competition so far, he has been dominant.
And you wouldn't think that this is his first big tournament on a global stage. With, you know, truly across the world international competition. Obviously, they went through that East Asia LCQ to get here. They dominated their opponents.
And as EDG take a small lead here in the map, I just want to talk about their opening game against Paper Rex. On the two maps that they lost,
so good.
excluding Icebox, they still won 60% of the first kills.
Woo!
What? I mean, it's just absurd, isn't it? What they were struggling with was actually converting those into round wins against the best teams in the world. And so that's certainly something to keep our eyes on.
Get out of my way!
Same util setup to try and take that Showers control. So that pull, the C's over the top as well, but again, respect is shown by Team Liquid. Backing away, Trailblazer, okay, into the nade as well. The updraft's not a single lick of damage for life, but Navira still holding down the fort as well from that one particular angle. Still the players will fall.
Did he know?
Liquid's with a fast rotate, but they are smoked off from all of these positions. There has to be a bit of respect, and a rifle has been acquired.
And it's so rough for Dimasic right now. Heading through market, but with only a judge to play with. Great timing from Yampi, catching life as he was spamming.
Yeah, really clean stuff, honestly. The Storm as well. Drop, that is the
what is that wall
still
for?
planted. And Dimasic rotating with a judge, but player not known. Classic whips out 2 shots to the cranium. That will do it. Just down to Howdong now. And he's been swarmed from every position. The jump in judge play. Perfect, again with the swing from Yampi, making sure that he supplements all the chaos in the round.
Yeah, what a great play by Yampi.
Thanks.
Finding that opportunity to drop down from heaven. If he goes down there, it's round over. That's the kill that flips everything. And Liquid are keeping pace. Certainly one of their weaker maps. I mean, what? Just a little bit of moments before disaster there. EDG are going to get pushed down onto a thrifty buy. Kankan's still with a showstopper.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
And also, EDG just look dangerous on these kind of rounds. You know, Liquid, when they played against Leviathan, were losing so many eco rounds.
Yeah.
Or rather, anti-eco rounds.
No.
They just couldn't shut down the stingers and the sheriff plays.
Sheriff play. But these guys are really dangerous.
So 3 players to start from Team Liquid over on B. And again, EDG on the eco rounds are just playing spread, not to trade for each other, not to group up and overwhelm. They're just really spreading out around the map and trying to find 1v1s.
Just trying to find those pickoffs, but the angles are watched.
Yeah.
One enemy remains.
This kind of strategy is just so easy for Team Liquid to deal with. Yeah. Liquid's individual skill is never in question. That's one of the big reasons that they can sometimes be a frustrating team to watch. Because the talent on this roster is absurd.
You expect great, things coming out from a team like this.
Yeah, I think Liquid,
talent, pound for pound, really up there.
Liquid have been around for so long at this point that they should have some kind of Masters trophy. I don't think that's unreasonable, but 2022 has been a bit of a story of wasted potential, I would say. Maybe that's the whole story of Team Liquid, and this is their opportunity to turn that around. This tournament.
Era champions, the backs against the wall.
So EDG taking B long control again here. This has been their game plan, but it's almost always pivoted into a B exec. There are 3 Team Liquid players waiting for it.
They can go for 4 players pushing through B long. They're biding their time though. Just waiting around. Sorry, 3 players at B long. Nade is really good at pushing back a lot of these at common angles, but it's going to be another smoke drop down into Hookah just to push back the players.
Life got on the line and then decided to drop off it, and that gives the advantage to Soulcast. Bit of a mistake there. And they're going to go for the re-clear, but it's a team flash.
Yeah, it's a team flash. Never ideal. Falling Thunder though into this one, but there is going to be a showstopper to try and play into this one. It's a pre-fire into the corner, right inside the tube. Damage is being done certainly, but
Scream satchels are so good.
At the back of the site.
Wow.
The satchel to disrupt the movement.
The satchels are so good.
Always going to be favored in that fight.
To me, the impressive one, though, from Scream is the kill onto Haodong to avoid being traded.
Yeah.
You have to throw more than 2 people at Scream in order to take him down.
30 seconds left.
And EDG find themselves in a
Wow.
situation that is simply unwinnable. Liquid have a
That was
great
really well
idea of
done
how
by
to
him.
deal with these B hits. And that was against a Rolling Thunder and a Showstopper.
Yeah, they were more than ready for it.
And Liquid still held on.
Admittedly, there was very little value from the Edward Gaming
10
Showstopper.
seconds left.
Kankan just kind of pre-fired it into the corner. Could have been dangerous, but I think when it does get scrappy like that, I mean, I'm just, again, thinking back to the words that Soulcast was saying. They played against chaotic teams before. And I think a team like Liquid as well, sometimes they'll relish the opportunity for the rounds to devolve a little bit more into those just fights being taken back and forth, especially Scream. Man can close his eyes and take him back to the good old days, you know, just click a couple of heads once or twice.
Yeah. Soulcast had actually been pushed off that angle. That's the frustrating thing to me. Look at this second kill as
That's
Haodong
nasty.
gets a
That
pop.
is nasty.
Screams a demon. And he's been in such unreal form throughout the LCQ run.
Red hot, man.
I said it at the time, he looked like the best player in the world. It's just about keeping that up.
Yeah.
But at minimum, you get a great performance from Scream.
That was great.
So a round being taken here. Edward Gaming not going for that set play that we were seeing where they take control of showers. The util dump, and Liquid happy to disrespect them. Now on top of the wall, Yampy okay. Slight off angle gives him a favored approach there in that fight against Life, and they know
Little
the
eco
players
round?
obviously are pushed up here into Octagon.
These eco rounds, they've just not been able to apply enough pressure on one side of the map to make space for the lurks. Kankan just finds a glimmer of an opportunity. He does pull.
Wait, is
Scream
Life having a
back
tough
over to
game?
A.
Fuck. That sucks if he is.
Maybe.
Because the sub was
some
popping
kind
off.
of chance here.
Sorry, little bro.
But once more, the defensive setup looks
We
good.
might need the
and
sub to
once
come
more,
back.
They give away a player because there's no distraction on the other side of the
That'll be
site.
fucked up.
EDG look frankly lost in these eco rounds. Their approach to bind there, maybe not quite tested enough on the global stage.
Oh, the strike is being held down. And yeah, it's just too obvious that the players of Edward Gaming are just loitering around that area.
30 seconds left.
Making too much noise. Obviously, there's still that half by round, but they're not really showing too much incentive, I think, to cook anything up that's unique. It really does feel like they're just leaning onto that raw mechanical ability, hoping that they get given windows of opportunity to take
10
fights from
seconds.
Sheriffs and whatnot. But
One enemy
But even when they do,
They know him for
on
his...
the other end,
yeah,
and he is going to be
that
getting
guy.
up to another showstopper.
one after the
Oh,
other.
I wanted to one-tap him.
Oh, she's just going to be looking for a couple of kills. The double face. Tap,
Last
Dimisic. That's going to be a
round in the
rifle
half.
removed at the end.
Yeah, he still has enough money to buy. So final round of the half, EDG, with one last shot of making this a decent one.
How does
But
Team
apart from
Liquid
the
EU
pistol
here
and
in
the follow-up,
LCS and NA?
They've won 2 rounds here.
Yeah.
I think
2
Riot,
rounds out of 9.
they
Again, it comes back to that.
you
earlier
can
question of,
pick the region you want to buy your
maps
slot
to
in.
Take Liquid 2.
This
So,
was the wrong one. I think.
European
I
org
think
could
the
have
one as well. It's still
You'll have to wait and
NA
see.
slot or whatever.
The double
They
duelist
get it.
idea is something that you need.
I don't
to-
think Liga and this
It seems like teams need to be shown it doesn't work.
are necessarily
firsthand,
connected.
sure, at the lands. And EDG have.
But yeah, if you're based in EU, you can still have an NA team or NA slot.
so
round is that
Liquid-
final
Or vice
opportunity,
versa.
Josh.
Liquid are kind of scrambling in spawn right now, trying to get the read on where everybody is going. They know that EDG are going to group up and go for a big exec, so they're not too worried about giving them, space on the map.
Yeah.
And for EDG, they're trying to make a little bit of noise over towards B, grouping up for a short exec. But Yampy has an operator in his hands.
Here comes the fight. Another Nightfall going to be pushing back the short does latch on.
Has res.
From Heaven's going to get smoked off, so that operator angle.
Nope, he has res,
No good for the
so
time being,
I
at least
feel
for a
like
couple of seconds
he's got to stay
until
back
it
here.
eventually dissipates. And it is
Scream's
gonna be
got
that
his
site
ult,
control.
Sky's got his ult.
Spike needs to
They're
go
playing
down
up.
now.
They're playing up as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, this is so
Oh.
risky, especially when there's so many Team Liquid players just ready to face you. And there you go, punished. The Seekers now to try and get them right back into the fray. Showstopper in his hand. The movement was beat for 1 second, but still claims the
Life
kill.
cannot catch a break, dude.
Just down to Shishu, not enough. Again, that is a beautiful, beautiful
fuck.
retake there.
I mean,
from
4
Liquid.
rounds was not that bad, but
They're
Liquid
looking
looked
superb,
way better
and
the last
Scream
part
is
of that half.
delighting in this gladiatorial battle where he just gets to take every duel he possibly wants. That is a flawless.
It is really just his comfort zone, I think.
Flawless
He's
retake.
13-4, taking all of the fights at the front, demanding a duel to the death with these EDG players.
It's been a relatively simple game plan across the board, I think, from Liquid. They've got a good read on which direction the attacks was coming from. Just, I think, the nature of the comp as well. It's pretty obvious when you see that utility coming out. But
Right,
we'll
it's
send it
free.
down to
There you
Yaz.
go,
Let's
Oda.
break it down for the first half and set us up for that second one as well. What have you got for us, guys?
Let's break it down. You guys want to break it down? Okay, no, never mind.
We've already had Ryan
Where's
sing.
Golden Boy when you need him? They mentioned the com change. Bram was talking about that. Let's talk about that here because Ryan.
211 on
Sage going
Jet.
into
Yeah, he's
Team
having a
Liquid,
slow
we didn't
game. Let's see if he
expect
brings it
that.
back.
What did you make of Yumpy?
It felt like a bit of a rock, paper, scissors from beta, right? Where loads of people were running double duelists. The Sage works so well at just shutting down some of the rotations, making sure that EDG can go for those splits. But Yampy moving on to the Sage for the first time, pretty good start. Also in regards to like Team Liquid, they won every single first kill. They got the first kill on all 12 rounds, which is one of the areas, the win conditions for EDG, right? Like, they got more first kills against Paper X, but still lost the series. They were so good at finding openings, they found literally none today. I think Yampy finding all of this control, winning out clutches, stalling, taking fights. It's these kind of moments where the aggressive side of double duelist on attack unbind found very little.
I love his use of the walls as well. There was one wall you're like, oh, what's
I was
that?
so
I'm towards
confused.
showers.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think it's sectioning, you know, the site, being able to create your own angles and whatnot. I love that from Yumpy. But looking forward into the second half, I have a bit of a worry because if you've watched the last 4 times Team Liquid has attempted to play bind, then I'm looking at the fact that they've merely won 3 rounds maximum on their attacking side the last 4 times. In fact, there was one match against M3 champions that they won.
EDG is supposed to be insane, so let's
this
see.
This is a team that struggles very much on their attacking side on bind, and that's where I'm going to put
What
a
they
huge
got?
asterisk. It looks like
Are they
they're
out of
doing good,
gas?
But trust me, ladies and gentlemen, EDG can really rip apart the second half.
Yumpy's too. I'm waiting for him to do something
'Cause,
crazy. He's playing so conservative. Maybe
Yeah.
This
maybe
is their
the
map
attack
pick.
side?
Maybe playing a bit scared.
Maybe.
Just more
EDG
passive
picked
overall,
bind.
so like they're not really wanting to
Let's
give
see.
anything to EDG.
I mean, 4 on
because they know that EDG can run
attack.
Well, I can't wait to see their attack side going into this. Throwing
It's
this
not
back to Brent
terrible,
and
so-
Sideshow to break it down.
Pistol's big here.
Yeah, certainly going to be some breaking going on, I think, if Team Liquid continue
2,
this
4,
pace.
5 of 12. Everyone's having a
Good
slow
life
game
on the
mostly.
Scoreboard there as well. Obviously competing away from the rest of his team, having to play remotely because of COVID. And
Oh, yeah,
didn't get
Life.
to play the opening game either.
He also has COVID,
where
that's
Smoggy
true.
Filled in. So
He's filling in isolation
opening
away
to
from his
global
team.
stage for Life, and part
Not
of
only did he
why
miss the first
they've
match,
struggled so much
he's
with
also
those first
playing in
kills was their
isolation. So
area
you got to
of
feel for the guy a little
domination.
bit.
And yet they found none of it, as Ryan was pointing out.
Let's see what
Damn!
the answer is here, because this is immediately fast showers control. The snake bites were layered down. This is a clear set strategy, and there's no attempt to try and break this wall. In fact, the spike is going to go down without any problems at all.
The Ascend pistol round, they've stolen the comp, they've stolen the strat as well. Those were your champions from last year. Team Liquid taking a page out of
This is the
book.
plan strat, right? Oh, he got a shorty.
Why not? Use a bit of an older play.
Oh, he needed the
Yampy,
smoke
though,
sooner.
the shorty does not
He needed
get
the smoke
one he was looking
sooner.
for, but
It would have been
there's
so
utility
helpful,
on
right?
Team Liquid to
I
deny.
mean, I don't
A
know.
lot of time off of this one still. The kills.
Line up,
Starting to blow it away
Larry.
of Edward Gaming. Molly though on the floor, posing a bit of a problem, and still that.
Do they have another one?
One extremity there. Nobody will be
No, I threw
losing
them.
that fight. And time still running so
Oh!
low. Frenzy spray downstream, just can't quite find it.
Ah!
You can't do it to him like that.
Welcome to champions. Oh my word.
Nah.
They've just been
Nah.
done dirty.
Nah. Check his PC. This not fucking normally, dude.
That
How
is,
fucking
that's
dare you knife my boy?
That's a brutal one.
Go next map. Fuck
There's
this
any
map.
chance
We're
of
out.
getting that confidence back
Go next map.
into this map. Had to be winning that pistol round.
Yeah. Yeah, they really did. Of the four
Damn.
rounds,
That sucks.
that EDG have won, 3 of them have been off the back of hero.
He did not have to do him like that. He
One
did not
was a
have to do
1v2
him like
round.
that.
6 was a 1v2.
That was
Then
optional.
you had the Kankan ace.
He chose violence.
Just the default plan has been getting no value.
And Scream is just so willing to take these
Oh,
fights
fuck.
once
They're
more.
too confident.
Knows the players are not going to be equipped with.
Oh, fuck,
much
they're too
else. The rest of
confident.
his team's going to be back in as well. Good gaming just dropping like flies.
And Team Liquid get into the site very quickly. Navera might get challenged a little bit on the flank here, but Shishu only with classic. Oh, it's dangerous. Maybe I shouldn't have said only a classic.
One enemy remaining.
Calls for
Damage done.
reinforcements.
He does indeed. Spectre was given over in the midst of all of that, but not enough.
Get your ecos hot and fresh. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Absolutely running away with it here. Running away with it.
And we're looking at life. at the bottom of the scoreboard there, 2-13.
This
I
is
was
pro
curious
play?
about the impact
Cac W?
that this guy was going to have when he would be back in the roster.
It'd be the
because
golds. It
felt
really
like
be. It really be the
was like he was
golds that be
contested
talking the
player
most. You know.
versus Paper X.
Golds
He
be
was-
the most
was the guy who was
confident,
putting up
vocal
he went
motherfuckers.
crazy.
Can't shoot for shit, but he talks a big game. Talks a big
They were
fucking
above
game.
average in
Lose
terms
that
of
much.
trading, yeah.
Those are your gold boys.
Team Liquid, pretty excellent in these bonus situations. And EDG
Gold gang, gold gang.
looking like they're almost out of
GG,
this
literally GG if you're in the
Should be
game.
favored
Gold
to win
gang.
This round, though, anything is possible. We've seen some crazy comebacks. But you need to be winning these rounds where you're favored economically.
Yeah. I love this slow spread defo here by Team Liquid, just waiting for Edward Gaming to make the mistakes first.
You've got a bit of a trap play set up here.
All right, Life.
To take contact, fault line.
It's time to come to life, my
Comes
boy.
out B long.
Start shooting back now.
Throw a flash in there as well. But it is a fault line that Hardong is holding.
Ready, set, now.
Isn't this intriguing? Like on A, Edward Gaming, again, they've just given up
Oh, they're
showers
playing so
early.
slow.
Content for it. With the Viper util, the wall goes up here, so that's going to be a boombot to try and find it, but ooh, slightly timing, but it does give itself away, so that is valuable information.
And with the Sage, you find giving up
Uh-oh.
showers into the wall in the way. Oh,
Ooh.
there we go. Can.
Wait a
Finding the
minute.
opening duel, the raised diff.
Nah,
kill to
don't
find.
do it, Life.
Time is running relatively.
Ooh.
Oh, you're just swinging into it. Of course, the dash. Just to evacuate. Life's going to get, I believe, his third kill there of
30
the map.
seconds left.
And the trap had already been abandoned, so they're not going to set back up for that one. But the rest of Team Liquid are heading into B here.
Really dangerous, Josh. There's
Got
20
my
seconds
3.
remaining.
You?
And they're in a 3v5.
And what is the call? You're going to be committing into this one with 3 players. The crossfires from Edward Gaming. Look at that. Once more, locking down the line
big
of
kill.
right angles.
Spike down B.
All up to Navera, but the spike nowhere near him. It's going to be the Edward Gaming winning this round, getting their 5th one on the board.
And doing it without losing too many players.
Yeah, hopefully not losing too many more rifles to Navera here.
And nobody might go for another little P.
Oh my god.
No, they keep the Vandal. So EDG.
This is still a group stage, yes.
Bonus, and a
This is
lot
an
of
elimination
weaponry
match,
here.
though. Loser goes
Still
home.
got a fighting chance heading into this half. And I think, weirdly enough, I know it sounds counterintuitive, but the double duelist composition on Bind, I think it's easier to shut down when the double duelists are attacking. You might
enemy
think
remaining.
double duelists should be really good on attack, but it's just so readable.
Yeah, you mean on Bind in particular?
On Bind in particular, yeah. On defense, you're letting the game come to you, and there's still opportunities for Life and Kankan to take fights on their own terms.
All right, let's see it.
So maybe there can
Here
be
we
some
go. Here we
sort
go.
of setup
I'm
here.
flying in.
That's a slow orb into a molly that traps Jisoo inside showers.
Really big set play. Screen's been flashed though. Unsure.
Ah!
The direction of that one. How do you shut
My
that
heart.
one?
What a shot.
Down. Cool, calm, and collected.
Spike planted.
And the angles, it is just a bit of a swarm now. Coming around Team Liquid. Navera's going to make a play though, pushing through the snake fight. Not ready for it, but he is vulnerable. Sets up Life for the kill.
Very late lurk here from Dimisic as well, coming back through showers. Unexpected.
And he could be everything for him. He's already found the one kill that needs to be the
his
support, and
ult.
the swing is eventually
GG.
there. 2
He has
kills.
ult. And Molly, I
Life.
think. No Molly.
Dash
He has
gonna be
ult,
fading
though.
away,
Tap
but
it.
he'll
Tap it, my
scratch
boy.
down
Tap
to
the
that
bomb,
1v1.
my
You're
boy.
right, Josh Dimisic. He's bought enough time, and he's got the kills on top of him with the orbital strike.
He could be short. He could be short. Play your game,
Dimisic
though.
could be anywhere right now. Top short,
Half that
showers.
shit.
The stress.
You hear him
piling
short.
up, ticking away.
You fuck
have
this
to
up,
stick
you're
this one.
out.
Dimisic doesn't choose to take the fight. Swings into
We'll see you
it
next
anyway.
season.
Handed to him on a
I'm just
platter,
kidding. I'm
3
just kidding.
kills
That's fucked
for
up.
it. And the intelligence that he's just orchestrated over that
Oh,
round really did
shit.
just
Poor
carry.
guy.
Yeah, Awesome play there by Dimasic. The timing on that lurk back through showers, so good.
Should he gone for the double stick?
Overall, the strategy from Team Liquid was lovely. They had a slow orb lineup, the molly lineup as well from the brim. Landed to trap Shishu inside showers, and then Dimasic late flanks way later in the round. Look at him, no problems whatsoever. Cool as a cucumber.
Oh shit.
See that Edward Gaming timeout. At this point, you don't have many rounds as a buffer. 11 rounds online for Liquid. They are so close to taking away this map.
Yeah, I think EDG's defensive side might look significantly better than their attack, but they just don't have the rounds to play with, like you said, Brent. And part of the gamble of playing the double duelist is hoping that your duelists are able to carry.
Life has COVID. I know. That's why I'm trolling.
And Life's been doing a much better job.
Like I said earlier, missed the first match, has COVID, playing in isolation alone. Saj in the chat for Life.
Easy.
When Scream's playing like this,
We
when he's 16
hope you get better soon, but it might be too late, unfortunately, because this might be the last match.
Numbers. Yeah.
You won't even get to play on stage if they lose this, so
EDG are going to have to dig really deep here. They've shown us some interesting ideas on the defensive side, but they're going to have to seize control of the tempo of this game.
Yeah.
People are getting mad at me. What the fuck did I do? This is not my fault. This is not. I did not tell them to play this way.
Showstopper in the back pocket of Can.
Look at the starting positioning here.
So passive.
Anticipating a big short push, I think.
Yeah.
And Scream with a judge. That's the molly lineup that they were doing. The lands outside showers. So you can see it bouncing off the roofs.
And Scream's already in.
He's in lamps.
Yeah, with the Trailblazer to support
Judy.
as well, so he gets good information.
Judy.
Clear. Nade over the top to deny the plant. That's going to be colliding.
Oh, he tanked it
with his life, but
he didn't think it would get him.
That puts down that time pressure. Boombot's going to be spotting Scream. Still holds it down.
Tank the fucking Boombot. Giga Chad.
Nerves of steel.
Giga Chad.
Big ultimate that I think Ever Gamer were relying on is going to be taken away from them, and it's looking inevitable at this point.
How are we on kills?
Yeah, it's comprehensive outplay in rounds like this. They're not even bothering to save the Brimstone Molly for the post plant. They just are hyper confident they're going to be able to
Tank the
collect
fuck out of that
flank.
shit.
Again, that time pressure. Starting to really make itself known for Edward Gaming. Jump peak, it's running so low here. You want to take the fights, but right into the rifles.
Damn.
Yeah,
Liquid look fucking good today,
The
dude.
team's back in.
They look
Right from
fucking good. And not just in game.
The nerves here to just tank the damage when Kankan knows where you are off the Boombot information and just hold for the
What are
kill.
we at? 17.
Sure.
Oh, fuck, I'm out.
Look at this again.
I'm
Team
way
Liquid are
out.
Always prepared for the short push. You can see
Not
the
even
positioning when
close.
they start the round. They're expecting EDG to explode through short.
It looks like they might be about to, I think.
But Liquid are so ready.
Yeah. Really far back. It's going to be a smoke that ends up going up, actually. Moving his way towards Showers there, but look at the position of the Dimasic. I mean, the guy is just...
He's in the place where you buy guns.
He went to the bathroom at the start of the round. I mean, he's AFK.
But this is prep diff. This is Emil and the rest of the team doing their job, adjusting the position, and understanding how EDG play. This is anti-stratting. And this is why EDG, I think, have made a big mistake picking Bind into Liquid.
Yeah, what is this pick, man?
One more round. That's all Liquid need. Take away Binds. Not even their map pick. Seekers now.
Found one.
Going to give them good information. So Soulcast's going to be leading the way with the rest of his team.
What?
Drop down. That was an updraft.
Spawn updraft?
Headshots claimed. That's gonna be
Unlucky
erased
they have
immediately
res.
afterwards on the
Nothing
stun.
works for
I
us.
think the fault line could do a decent amount there. Just collect
I got
it.
Fatal.
So
You?
pesky, though. Break through the portions of it. There's no more updrafts for Life to try and get
Hit
over
that
this
shit.
one. Bit of a jump.
Oh my god,
The
it was...
ultimate
Oh
showstopper inside
no.
against the
Oh
wall.
no.
Just beaming them all down.
Oh,
Fight's being taken all over
no.
the bloody place. And at the end of the
Lawless.
day, it's Team Liquid on top.
What the